Imagine stumbling upon your powerful CEO in a private moment, and instead of getting fired, it sparks an unexpected romance that changes everything. Ethan Cole was used to chaos: single dad, full-time job, deadlines stacking like a tower of dominoes. But nothing could have prepared him for what he saw when he opened the wrong door. In that instant, his world shifted. The CEO of Harlow Innovations changing, exposed, and utterly unprepared. One accidental glance, and suddenly everything he thought he knew about his job and himself was about to be rewritten. Could a single mistake change his life forever? Hold on, because what starts as a total disaster turns into something heartwarming you won't believe. Keep watching to see how this single dad's life flips in the best way. Ethan Cole had survived the last 2 years on caffeine, determination, and the endless love he had for his 8-year-old daughter, Lily. As a single dad, juggling school drop-offs, late-night lunches, and a demanding job at Harlow Innovations, he had perfected the art of near chaos. What he had not perfected, apparently, was reading room numbers correctly. It happened on a Tuesday, because of course it did. Tuesdays had a cruel sense of humor. Ethan was carrying a stack of reports almost taller than Lily as he hurried toward what he thought was conference room 4B. His supervisor had demanded the quarterly summaries 5 minutes ago, which made him approximately 6 minutes late. He knocked once, didn't wait for a reply, and swung the door open. What he saw froze him solid. Not a conference table, not a team of analysts, not even an empty room. No, got there. Half-turned, mid-buttoning a crisp white blouse, was her. Vivian Harlow, CEO, Billionaire, ice queen of the boardroom. The woman whose face glowed from every corporate portrait lining the hallways. Her eyes widened, and Ethan's brain fizzled like a shorted wire. I am so sorry, he stammered, dropping half the reports. They scattered dramatically, of course, doing absolutely nothing to help the situation. Vivian blinked, cheeks slightly flushed, something he hadn't known was possible for her. Mr. Cole, isn't it? He wished she didn't know his name. That made this infinitely worse. Yes, but please, I wasn't. I thought this was clearly not 4B, she said, smoothing her blouse and picking up her blazer. I'll just leave. He backed out, grabbed the nearest stack of papers, definitely not his, and fled down the hallway like an overworked penguin. For the next 2 days, Ethan expected security to escort him out, or HR to send an email with the subject line: inappropriate behavior. Meeting required. Instead, silence, until Friday. Vivian's assistant appeared beside his cubicle like a ghost. Mr. Cole, Miss Harlow would like to see you. He swallowed. In her office? Yes, of course. Where else do CEOs deliver termination speeches? Ethan entered her sleek office, where Vivian stood by the window, city skyline blazing behind her. She turned, expression unreadable. Relax, Mr. Cole, she said, noticing his stiff posture. I didn't bring you here to fire you. He exhaled loudly. Too loudly. She gave the faintest smile. I actually wanted to talk about your proposal from last month, she continued. The new efficiency model for the data tracking system. I reviewed it. He blinked. You did? It's excellent, and I'd like you to lead a pilot for it. Ethan's jaw dropped. Are you sure? After Tuesday. Accidentally opening the wrong door doesn't negate good work, though. She raised a brow. We'll both pretend that moment didn't exist. Gladly. But things didn't quite go back to normal. Vivian began stopping by his workspace. At first, to discuss the project, then to ask about Lily when she saw the child's drawings pinned near his monitor. Then, to offer advice about balancing work and parenting, surprising him with how human she sounded. One afternoon, as they reviewed results at her office, Lily called Ethan in tears. Her school program had changed times, and the neighbor couldn't pick her up. Ethan apologized profusely and began shoving papers into his bag, ready to sprint out. Vivian stood. I'll drive you. He stared. You don't have to. But I want to. Lily adored her instantly. Vivian, who seemed carved from pure professionalism, sat cross-legged on the school steps, chatting with the little girl about art class and her favorite snacks. That was the day everything shifted. Over the following weeks, the three of them fell into an easy rhythm. Project meetings that turned into shared lunches, school pickups that turned into small adventures, guarded smiles that slowly became warm ones. One evening, after dropping them off, Vivian lingered by Ethan's walkway. The air was soft, sunset warm. "You know," she said quietly, "that wrong door you opened, it may have been the right one after all." Ethan laughed softly. "Best mistake I ever made." She stepped closer. "Then maybe we should make a few more together." Nothing was ever the same again. And neither of them wanted it to be.